So question number 37. In the figure, O is the origin and the equation of this circle is this one. Find the area of the rectangle. So you can see that actually y-axis actually is the x equal to 0. When you substitute x equal to 0, so it becomes 3 squared plus y minus 4 all squared equals 25. And y minus 4 all squared, that is 16. So y minus 4 equals to positive 4 or negative 4. So y equals 8 or 0. So you can see this one, it's 8. And also you can substitute this horizontal line y equals 0 again. Similarly, you can find x plus 3 all square plus 4 square equals 25. X plus 3 all square equals 9. So x plus 3 equals positive 3 or x plus 3 equals negative 3. Hence, x equal to 0 or negative 6. Here, the length will be 6. And the area will be 8 times 6. That is 48. So the answer is B. So go to question number 38. If Q is a moving point in a rectangular coordinate plane such that the distance between Q and this straight line is equal to 4. Okay, suppose there's a straight line, something like this. 5x minus 2y equals 4. And I keep moving such that it maintains the equal distance of this straight line is 4. So maybe the first option will be this one, parallel to it. They keep 4, but that's the only option. It may go here, keep the parallel distance at 4. So answer will be a pair of parallel lines, not just a straight line. A pair of a parallel lines. The answer will be C. And question number 39. P is a variable point. Now when you look at the word variable point or a moving point in the equation of the circle or straight line, you can let it be x, y. It's quite useful for you to set up the equation, okay? Such that the distance between P and this point A is always equals to square root 3. That's equal sign actually. The distance between point P and A, you can use distance formula. So square root of x minus 0 all square plus y minus negative 3 all square. Take the square root. That's the distance between P and A. That is equal to square root 3. So simplify this, x squared plus y plus 3 all squared, that is 3. And you can see that actually the answer would be A. Actually the locus of P is a circle. Okay, with this point be center. And radius, that is square root 3. So go to question number 40. There's a quadratic inequality, and what you need to do is just simplify this. Removing the bracket first, and then expand the perfect square. Make it a standard form of the quadratic inequality. So k squared minus 8k and then minus 20 greater than 0. When you plug in the calculator to find the value of k, one of them is 10 and other one is negative 2. So when you are considering the quadratic one, so you need to draw a horizontal line in your rough work. Negative 2 on the left, positive 10 on the right. Draw a smiling face because the coefficient of k squared is 1, smiling face. You want something greater than 0. That means you want the curve is above the line, above the horizontal line. So here's the region above the line. And that means k would less than negative 2 or k greater than 10. That's the answer. So the final option, D. And of course you need to add back the factor form if in a short question, but you're doing MC. So remember, always sketch the graph. Always sketch the graph to read the solution. Do not memorize. Draw the graph and understand it. And question number 41. The imaginary part of this one is, okay, as you can see that all of these are actually the constant, okay, non-constant, 4, 13 something. Okay, so let's try to use calculator. Complex mode, change to complex mode, and start a bracket. 4 times, like, do not use this power, because in complex mode this power does not work. Okay, so you need to call I, but how do we call I 13? So you can stupidly add 13i, but there's another way. 13 actually equals to 4 times 3 plus 1. So I to the power 13 actually equals to I to the power 1. Just take the remainder. Okay, so 4i. Similarly, 15, this one, equals to 4 times 3 plus 3. So I to the power 15 actually equals to negative I, or I cube, okay? I cube actually negative I, okay? But if you want to use calculator, change to I cube. So just take the remainder. And this one, if you want to use calculator, that's become 4i minus 5i cube over 2 plus 3i, right? So use the calculator now. 4 times I minus 3 times I, okay? Give the bracket to the whole numerator, divided by 2 plus 3i, close bracket. Enter. You can see that is the real part. 27 over 13. Like without I here, that's the real part. I want imaginary part. You need to press Shift EXE and then give the fraction button. That is 18 over 13i. That is the imaginary part. So answer A. That's it. Okay, you can use calculator to help you. For question number 42, there is the original graph y equals fx. Now gx equal to f2x. So what happened here? And remember, when you multiply a constant inside x greater than 1, that means you are doing compression. Okay, along x-axis, something like this. Okay, something like this. Okay, so from negative 4 to negative 8, it will, when it divided by 2, that is negative 2, positive 4. So when you look at this option, C and D are not the answer. Okay, because they expand it. Okay, we do not want this. Second, the y-intercept would not be changed. Would not be changed, because when you consider G0 equals negative 10, so G2 times 0 also equal to G0 equals negative 10 again. So it would not affect the position of y-intercept. Therefore, the answer is B for boy. Okay. So for question number 43, under this situation, what is the transformation? Does the graph from y equals fx, the quadratic one, become y equals hx? You can see that there are at least 2 transformations. First of all, from y equals to fx, 1, 3, there's a vertex. So you can see that it will reflect along the x-intercept, the x-axis becomes 1, negative 3, and then it moves 1 unit upward, become the vertex 1, negative 2. So the answer would be A. So how about this one? If B, that is reflected along x-axis and then translate 1 unit down, the vertex will become 1, negative 4. Okay? And C, if it first translate downward 5, they will become 1, negative 2, of course, but it reflect it back along the x-axis, it will become 1, 2, positive. Okay? So here, D, if it translate upward 5 units, it will become 1/8. And then we flat it along x-axis, it will become 1-8. So the only possible answer would be A. Okay, question number 44. O is the center of the inscribed circle of triangle ABC, and these 3 lines are touching the circle. Angle AC boy 44 degrees. Angle O boy C, this one 42 degrees. Find OAZ. This one 42 degrees also. Tangent properties, and this one we call it as A, and this one also A, tangent property. So you can add them up. 44 degrees plus 42 degrees times 2 plus 2A equals 1x0 degree. You can find A. Change back to computation mode. 1x0 minus 44 minus 42 times 2 divided by 2. A is 26. Therefore, OAZ, that is 26. Answer is B, B for boy. For question number 45, O be the origin. A, that is 0, 12. B, 30, 12. Okay, then the y coordinate of triangle OAB. As you can see, it's circumcentre. Okay, it's the circumcentre. That means you need to draw a perpendicular bisector of these 3 lines. So perpendicular bisector of AB here, here, and if you know that there's a right angled triangle, the circumcentre will lie on the hypotenuse of right angle triangle. In this case, that means OB. So that means the circumcentre is the midpoint of OB. So midpoint of OB, that will be 15, 6. So the y coordinate would be 6. The answer is A. So that's it. That's the solution of the whole paper. Please enjoy the video.